From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Velus Jones now from his end zone. A solid stiff arm. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Free and get to the quarterback.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Jake Moody now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, dart. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Throwing his dart. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw now, dart. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Jones. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Their own 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Outside. 41. 22.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Has some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point try now for Moody. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Giants nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
2nd and a couple. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Wow, that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Keep the ball moving.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Get set, get set.
In motion, the tight end. McCaffrey running up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Robinson's got it. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Robinson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dart. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rolling to his right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. But that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Dart. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
To throw is Dart. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They run here with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation that we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now we give right side McCaffrey. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here is third down and 4.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action. Now Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds pickup there, 26 yards. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey.
137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Get set, get set. Love it. 18, watch out.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And from here, that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Run around, up. Over here, over here.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. 18.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is now 24. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for two.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Protection was great. He had time to set up the cancel. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Purdy. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yellow.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. That that time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
3rd down and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Purdy will set up to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Outside. Yellow.
Back to throw. Purdy. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Get set. Get set. Up.
McCaffrey. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
18. Watch out.
This is McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards.
10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Giants 20. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, nice move. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Purdy eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now they'll shift things around. Throwing his dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing, Dart. Escaping the pressure right. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Dart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They go play action with Dart. He'll buy some time right. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Come on. 65.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards that time.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Running right, Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Another try for Guerrero. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
And they will take a knee here.
Outside. 18, watch out. Up.
And they take a knee. faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.